I got going on. Okay, so this is the bed that I'm working on. I've already done the first half of it. So this is what it'll look like at the end. And then I've been working on this half. And the part that I'm doing now is removing the mulch and the weeds. It has grown up over the winter and I just didn't have enough mulch on it to suppress the weeds. So I'll show you how to take care of this. Okay, so I'm going to use a shovel to pull out the top layer of this bed and pull these weeds out. Trying to get the dirt clumps off. And I put it on top of the screen so that the dirt will fall through, but the wood chips will stay on top. And we rub it in. And then I'm going to shake it. That lets most of the soil go through. Then I'm going to rub. Make sure we break up any dirt clumps. Basically just trying to separate any mulch that may have gotten mixed into the soil and get the weeds out as well. I'm going to shake it one more time. And then I'm going to pull out any of these root clumps. All the stuff that we're pulling out is going into another tote, which will be thrown into the compost pile. You see a worm?
I thought I saw another one too.
I like to pull the worms out and put them in the soil tote. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over. And toss those wood chips into a separate tote. And that's how I sift through weeds and chips. Okay, so I finished up sifting through the top layer of this bed. I've got one full tote of soil and another full tote of soil. I've got the weeds and the wood chips. And I'm going to be reusing the wood chips in another area of the garden, and we'll be putting the soil back in this bed soon. I'm going to give the weeds to the chickens. I can do this one-handed. There you go. They're always so curious about anything we throw in there, even if it's just weeds. So now I'm digging a trench down the center. I'll be moving dirt out of the center to each side to create room to put in the core, which I'm going to use rotten wood from our woods, and that will provide much needed moisture in the hot summer and encourage deep root growth, and it will break down over time and provide nutrients to the soil. This is a no-till garden bed in the sense that I'm not disturbing the soil as much as possible, just creating layers. But you can see this bed has been here for 2 years, and I have about 3 inches or so of good dark soil on top, and you can see the clay underneath. That's what we started with here in this bed. But just covering it with wood chips, I really haven't done much to this bed at all, has created 3 inches of good topsoil. So So the treatment that I'm giving this bed today will carry us over several years. I won't have to do this again. So I've got the trench built or dug, and we are now adding in rotten wood from the woods. If you were to add in fresh wood, it would rob nitrogen from the soil. It would take a very long time to break down. So you really want to choose wood that has been decomposing for a couple of years probably.
I hope.
I'm just crunching it down, breaking it up. A lot of these pieces will break very easily. Just trying to get it to get down in there as much as possible. Now I've got 2 totes like this that's full of compost and rotten wood. I'm not sure why I have this. I can't remember, but I'm going to throw this in there as well. Alright, I got all that compost and wood filled into the center. Now I'm going to rake in the topsoil that I raked to the sides. Alright, now that that's done, whew, gardening, it definitely is a workout. But now that that's done, we're going to get some horse manure. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. Life happens. We got hungry and tired, but we just pick right up where we left off. So yeah, I'm gonna start digging in the horse manure now to add to our bed. So this pile of horse manure has been sitting here for a year or so. It's fully broken down. There's no smell. It's perfect for putting on the garden. However, you can see there's tons of weeds growing in it, and that's what horse manure will do. It will sprout weeds. So we have to deal with that. Make sure it's covered in your garden bed, and I'm going to have to pull these weeds out here now. I'm going to put it in this 5-gallon bucket just so it's easier for me to haul and easier to dump into the garden bed. Okay, so I've got a small amount of compost from the chicken run left, so I'm going to throw that on there too. The next thing I'm going to put on is wood ash from our fireplace, and I have a little bit of azomite left, which is volcanic rock dust. I'm going to throw that on there too. Okay, I like to use a leaf rake to mix in all this stuff. Now I have to dump those buckets of soil that we pulled out in the beginning when we were sifting. basically it. So now my plan is to plant some things in here, and then we're going to put a hay mulch on top this time, switching from wood chip to hay. You can do either one, both work fine. They just have different attributes that you have to think about. Wood chips will eventually get mixed into the soil, which makes you have to sift through it like I was doing earlier, which is not a huge deal. You can just leave it in there. Just make sure you pay attention to fertility, especially nitrogen. With hay, it breaks down quicker, it'll feed the soil quicker, but it will sprout some weeds in it, whereas wood chips don't. I want to stress again that I'm not doing this process to every bed every year. That would be way too much work. My goal here is to treat a couple of beds this year that way, and every year rotating the beds so that they all get this treatment once every 3 to 4 years. And that should allow us to build soil nutrition in a natural way versus depending on store-bought fertilizers. Even if they are organic, I want to be able to keep my beds healthy on my own with my own resources here on our farm. What do you think?
I don't know.
Did you have fun building this bed?
Yeah.
It was fun. So with that said, I want to say that whatever you have available to you, use that. Use what's free to you. Be resourceful. You don't have to go to buying bags of soil at the store. You can build soil nutrition at home with what you have if you're resourceful enough. And the order of application here doesn't matter all that much. You can just keep layering stuff on. Materials, compost, manure, all this stuff that you've seen, just layer it on top. You don't have to worry about a whole lot as far as the order of what you add or how much you add. Just add some stuff. So I hope this is encouraging to some of you to get started on your own garden beds, growing food for yourself, becoming a healthier person. And I hope it was entertaining and inspiring, and thank you for watching.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye!
Bye.